Gary, not quite the way you wanted to finish the tour?
No, not at all. But there's still parts of the game where, we're pleased with and that we'll look at. But, we've come here really to find out where we are 12 months from a World Cup. We've got a massive programme going forward and to come to New Zealand and play the best opposition we can gives us a real sort of grounding for where we are and what we need to do to next August.
Your thoughts on today's performances?
Up and down a little bit, as we have been while we've been in here. The middle bit in the first half, we got punished for missing tackles. Second half we came out and sort of dominated long bits of possession and ball, but our attack, we know we haven't had a great deal of time to work on it. We wasn't sort of sharp enough, and we'll work on that over the next 12 months.
So what will be areas of focus? What will you take away from
every bit of our game? We want to improve constantly. So. But I thought breakdown we got sorted quite a bit today. But just our penetration sort of out wide a bit further. We had a few injuries in camp this week, which hasn't helped. But we'll look at that going forward, and it's just a good marker about where we are, and it gives us a great measure of what we can do in our prep.
Yeah, you would have seen the Black Ferns backline in action in the first two tests.
Yep.
Did you have a particular plan for addressing that in this test?
No, not really. They're good players. And we've got a good insight into what that group are like. I now know what 26 players I've got can do here, and I've got a lot back home as well. So we've learnt a lot from being here, and the whole squad that we used. We've got good games over 3 games. They've learnt a lot individually as well.
Okay.
Gary, just decision making under pressure. Particularly in that first half, you guys sort of, when they turned you around, some of the option taking was a little bit poor there, and you put yourself under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, definitely. And that's we know that's coaches, and we'll look at it tonight, and we'll work on it tomorrow when we go back home. And but you want to get better all the time, and we'll just look at it. We've got some good lessons out here. We need to make sure we can react to the referees' interpretations a bit quicker, and there's got some interesting decisions as well there from the officials. But it comes to New Zealand, you're not going to get a great deal.
Just a comment on Marley Packer's performance in the 3 tests.
Yeah, well, we've got 2 of the best open sides in the world back at home with Heather Fisher and Maggie Alfonsi, and Marley Packer I think has raised the level to those levels. Means we've got 3 of the best 7s in the world going forward, and definitely towards World Cup. So that's going to give us a headache, but it means that every game, if we're rotating, then we've got a hell of a player to come on. But yeah, Marley's been absolutely fantastic.
I guess the tour has been a success in that regard, that you do have players now that can step up and challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Amber Reid again tonight. Who came on, played out of position at 13. She's a 12 back at home, and she's a young player. She's still just finished university, and she's come over here, and I thought I did a great job again tonight. She's learned a lot. Kay Wilson's been out for a year, and she came back in again, not a full back, but played out of position for us, and has done a pretty good job. And we found out something about the forwards as well, young Alex Matthews and Emily Braun's another second row. So we've used it as a real sort of fact-finding tour, really. I wasn't obsessed with playing the 15 best that we've got. We want to go back to and look at our camps and know who we've got and who can step up at this level.